Interlude number 3, Respite. The world around you warps and changes, and you find your psyche being stretched and distorted along with the process. It is strikingly clear that you don't belong here. If investigators have possession of both Karen and Tsukihi, we read both sisters. We're not the Fire Sisters anymore, Karen says. Yes, Tsukihi agrees. You're just the sisters. It seems that they have more confusion in deciding if they're together than the entire surreal landscape that they're in. You decide to ask them for their input about this place. Both of the sisters look at each other and nod. It honestly seems like we're in someone's dream. Or someone's memories? Tsukihi postulates. We might have been drugged really badly if we're seeing all these weird things around us, Karen adds. You frown at the idea that this nightmare was all just a hallucination, but it would be a waste of effort to try to reason with them. To be fair, you're not sure if you're actually hallucinating to begin with. Record that the sisters have got the investigators back. If none of the Kaimonogatari investigators were chosen, continue reading, otherwise skip. Okay, so we skip that. If any investigator has possession of Maoi Hachikuji, well, we don't, so we skip to Memioshino's proposal number 1. Memioshino's proposal number 1. You find Memioshino sat further away, staring into the distance of the black void. Interesting place, isn't it? He chimes in as you approach him. He forces a sigh. I didn't know it would come to this, but Izuku Gaien has taken her last chance at understanding this world. I'm not sure about you, but she has gotten rather suspicious as of late. Memioshino gives you a serious look. She might not actually be my senior. It might be something else that has taken her form. The next time we meet with her again, you have to take her on, or things might not end well. You nod slowly. She did almost try to kill you. If the investigators have heeded Izuku Gaien's warning, the investigators may choose to ignore the rest of this interlude and skip to Scenario 4, Fumeimonogatari. Otherwise, proceed. I'm going to not heed her warning, and I'm going to go beat her up, because I didn't like how, at the end, I got, I didn't get that VP for defeating her, so we're on a quest for more VP. We're gonna go beat her up. Anyway, if she or anything else comes around, I'll help you out. Memioshino chuckled, and maybe we can find the rest of the people roped into this. If the investigators have decided to aid Izuku Gaien, cross off that entry, and you must record that the investigators have decided to stop Izuku Gaien's plans. So we didn't do that, so we're not doing that. If the investigators have decided to stop Izuku Gaien's plans instead, no changes are made. In your campaign log, record that Memioshino have got the investigators back. Proceed to Scenario 4, Fumeimonogatari. Alright, we're going to do a quick deck upgrade. This one's really simple, fortunately for both of them. I'm ditching a flashlight for Shinobu, for this Yume Watari, the Dream Crosser. It is an item relic, not a weapon. I don't know why. I feel like that's a bit of a joke there, but anyways. Specifically, it is not a weapon. 3 uses. After you defeat an enemy, exhaust it and spend a charge. Heal damage and or horror equal to the enemy's printed damage and or horror values. So it's just another healing item. Something to help me keep these beat cops in play as long as I possibly can. And goodbye flashlight. And then I'm just upgrading 2 of my 45s. I had 7 XP last time, so that was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Shinobu. So she's got 1 XP left over. Over here for Hitagi, we are... Okay, last scenario, I had nothing left to lose in my hand for like several turns and never did anything with it. And I'm going to get rid of this Burning the Midnight Oil in the hopes of saying Between Madame, Crack the Case, Nothing Left to Lose, Weightlessness. Is there anything else that gives me money directly? Between those, I should be able to like have money, especially if I'm cornering stuff to get rid of it, right? So for 2 Burning the Midnight Oils, we're adding in 1 cornered and this custom card, Secrets of the Universe. Fast. 2 cost, 4 XP event, no icons. Insight. Fast after your turn begins. Draw 10 cards. When your turn ends, discard all but 1 card in your hand. Remove Secrets of the Universe from the game. So what this essentially does is it lets me draw 10 cards. At the end of the turn, any of these that are in my hand, I can trigger 1 of each if I need to. Because this is when your turn ends, discard all but 1 card in your hand. Oh, did I get the wrong one? Oh, that's right. When your turn ends is not... your turn is not. Yes, okay, right. That's the trick. This was an updated one is why I got confused for a second, but it's just a timing thing for how these work. Anyways, and then you remove it from the game. So basically, oh, and I discard all but one card, so the idea is to discard everything but nothing left to lose, right? And then have that in my hand. Next turn I can just play this to drop if I need to, right? That was kind of my thought. So we'll see how that works. So that is the upgrades for Shinobu and Hitagi. I've already got the decks kind of set up down here for the next scenario. I've got the scenario set up, mostly. I was like displaying these around to make sure that the locations were correct. I already looked at the back sides of these, so I'll set that up again really quickly. There we go. And now we're on to Fumeimonogatari. After enough discussion, you decide to venture further into this unknown world. The strange place is vast and open, locations few and far, hurtling through the open black sky. The floor is a flat gray expanse of dirt. You walk for hours and hours. The landmarks in the sky don't seem to change in distance nor size, and your feet begin to ache. Then you finally see a black stone double door in the distance. At first, it appears small, but moving closer, it turns out to be a rather massive being, around 50 feet tall. At the foot of the door, you're able to enter through the gap without having to open it. You find yourself in a vast room-like structure, the heavy sound of metal churning coming from behind the rust-colored walls. You approach a heavy metal door at the opposite end of the room. Opening it slightly, you see a familiar location. The first building that you saw at the unnamed town. Only now it seems to be standing, undamaged and intact. Then, a loud shift of metal churning and scraping knocks you back from the door. You get back to your feet and look through the door frame once more. This time, the location beyond the door appears to be the shrine that you were at previously, only more heavily decorated and in a less dilapidated state. These are the places, only at different time frames. Different memories of it, Memioshino postulates. Different or not, you have no choice but to proceed. So, we've got a couple of familiar sets here. We've got the Tempest Edax, I remember that one. The Pests, don't remember the rest of them very much. The Inhabitants of Yomi. We've got one of the delegates, which is, where is she? Right here. She seems pretty nasty. 4/4/4 with a victory 1/1 hunter, and if you reveal those tokens, she attacks you instantly. Yuck. We set up a couple of things aside. We do the setup for the for the scenario. There's a mechanic in this in which these 4 locations can rotate around, basically, and it's on this ability here called Shift. But that's kind of explained all along here. Everything on the look, you basically you rotate it. Like it's really quite simple. It's a lot of words to describe something that's very simple, but unfortunately, it's that's just kind of how it has to go to make sure that you cover all your bases. So there's a couple of locations. Where do we begin? We each begin play at the vestibule, right? I did not do that last time. The vestibule. There we go. Oh, and there's one more thing. For each ally story asset that was at risk of disappearing, you gather them from the other sets to form an ally deck, which is right here, and it is just Maui Hachikuji, because the sisters did not get at risk of disappearing. I think they were the only ones that were available for that happening. Finally, check the campaign log. If the sisters have the investigators' backs, which they do, you may search your deck and put them into play. So Karen and Tsukihi start in play for Shinobu, and Memioshino has the investigators' back. It starts in play for Hitagi. Now, I did that before my opening hands. I'm not sure if that's intended, but it kind of seems like it ought to be what you do. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. That might have been a boo-boo on my part. I'm not sure. But anyways, we'll do the opening hands now. I don't think I want that in my opening hand. I don't think I want that in my opening hand. I like that in my opening hand. I don't think I want either of those in my opening hand. The Ruthlessness is fine. It's just not, like, good. Yeah. Rather something else, I think. Okay. Close enough. And then over here we get 13. I'll just shove them over, like I normally do, like I like to do. The immiseration gets shuffled back in. So both the winging its go away. That's easy. Let's see. Usually this is not too hard to do. Something like that might be fine, right? That's a pretty good opening hand. Sharp vision might not be necessary, but it's nice to just be like, all right, let's just toss the 7 investigate out and see if we can get some clues for no money with the Mariner's Compass, right? So my first turn is probably something like Madame and Mariner's Compass, and just get going. And then we'll have the Secret of the Universe to draw up a ton next, like shortly thereafter. A little worried about this. This might not be a great option. I guess maybe I could get rid of a Fire Axe for an Imposter Oddity, just to say, hey. But 1 Fire Axe, I guess if I'm drawing 10, that's not a big deal. I think that's what I'm going to try, because I also don't have a lot of money right now, so we'll just do that. And this guy gets shuffled back in the deck. And let's read the agenda and act and get going. Myriad... Don't like it when it does that. Myriad locations. You try to fathom the impossible constructions of this world, but none of its structure, nor its reasoning for existing, make a shred of sense to you. Do not remove Doom from all cards when this agenda advances, including the agenda. Objective, find your way around. Do not advance until you are instructed. The Path to Yomi. You're driven to find out more answers about this place, but to do that, you have to reach the gate as described, and the constant permutation of locations make it challenging to move about. Free triggered ability. During your turn, spend 1 clue. Shift. Shift each layer location clockwise or counterclockwise. At the end of the round, if each undefeated investigator is at Antichamber, they may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. When you spend 4 clues at the Antichamber, which is over here. And then finally, which I have not done yet for this scenario, is the scenario reference cards. So I have to fix this. They're all -X, and that's just awful. The printed clue value of your location. The printed shroud value. Oh, man. That's brutal. So I'm just going to put these all up here, kind of as their own little entity. I believe it's like this. And I'll have to just do the math each time. The number of clues you have, and the number of Doom in play to a maximum of 4. So that's probably going to be at -4 really, really quick. Anyways, let's get going. We start at the vestibule. The innate dread from when you entered the Aokigahara Forest has resurfaced, only slightly different. But your curiosity is spurring you to move forward. Okay. So, I probably want to go first with Hitagi so that she can get the dollar from Madame Lebranche. That sounds fine to me. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3 for Mariner's Compass. 1, 2 for Madame Lebranche. Use her for buck. We'll do a draw on Hitagi. No, we won't do a draw. We'll move to the Unknown Worlds. It is the Sengoku Residence. Are these not spawning clues for some reason? No, they're not. They're still not spawning clues. So this has 2 clues on it. And this says is connected to, yes, okay. When Nadeko Sengoku is at this location, he gets +2 Shroud. Well, Nadeko Sengoku is not alive yet. A rather interesting house. No one seems to be home, though. Last action, yeah, we'll just, we'll do a card draw. Contemplation. Okay. Shinobu will move up. She will play her Stand Together for 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. It was kind of risky of me, actually. Now that I think about it, she could have drawn her ally, and that would have sucked. And then last action, I think she's just going to get the 45 out. As much as it kind of pains me to not get out an ally, getting out the 45 is a lot more, you know, that's being able to do 6 damage, not next turn instead of 4, right? So, fine. Fine. All right. Upkeep. Upkeep. Cool. Those should not be Doom. Ready? So we get a Doom up here on Myriad Locations, which does not do anything. I'll just shuffle that one more time to be absolutely sure that I did shuffle it. And we'll start drawing encounter cards. Mercurial Curiosity. Put it in the play in your threat area. When your turn ends, if you did not discover one or more clues this turn, take a horror. Test 2 if you succeed to discard Mercurial Curiosity. Yuck! I could get rid of that with the Talisman. And Kitsune Tsuki. discard an asset you control. Put it into play in your threat area. Discard an asset you control to discard that. At the end of the enemy phase, at the start of the enemy phase, if Kitsune Tsuki is in your threat area, you must either take 2 direct damage or discard each asset you control. Then discard her. So 2 direct damage isn't the worst thing in the world. I don't have an I don't have an asset to kind of replace this with, which is a little bit of a bummer. So let's think. I could like play the Secrets of the Universe, drawing 10 cards, probably hit both of my weaknesses as action 1. Oh no, it's when your turn begins. If it's not an action, I could discard the Imposter Oddity with this to defeat the weakness. I could double click the Immiseration, and then I could do 1 action, or I could let her get rid of the Immiseration. Let's think. Maybe we let her go first. Since she started with them in play, she's actually 2 up on this test, which is pretty reasonable with this bag. Yeah, this is a success. These are failures, but the rest of these are all successes. So it's actually pretty good, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... ooh, the strange spray can. That's kind of nice. We're going to try to test this off of her, because she's not going to be discovering clues. Yeah, she's not going to be discovering clues. So let's test 4 against 2. 4 against 2. Hey, look at that. That's gone. And then we shall play our 1, 2, 3, 4 beat cop. That's Tetsuo. And then we shall... Can I do that from her? It's kind of interesting. I never really thought about it that way. I wonder if I could fast play this cell phone and then discard it. Is that reasonable? Take an... Oh, no, but I have to take a buck to get it, and then I'd have to play it. Okay, yeah. Last action, let's... I mean, she could, like, get a clue if she wanted to. That'd be kind of stupid, wouldn't it? I don't know. That seems kind of dumb. Oh, yeah, she was supposed to go first. Oh, no. This is fine. This is fine. We'll take a buck. Okay, and that's Shinobu. Over here on Hitagi, we will spend 2 for the Secrets of the Universe. Draw 10 cards. When your turn ends, discard all but 1 card in your hand. So 10. That puts the Immiseration into play, and it gets him into play, and then he ambushes me. There we go. Let's do an evade. So we're 1, 2. Oh, man. I could play the Mind Over Matter to be at 6 against 2, and that's probably fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so 1, 2 for Mind Over Matter, and that'll draw us another card. 6 against 2. Successful because this is a -4, I believe. Printed clue value of your location. So -2, so it is successful, and he gets evaded. He does not attack us. Oh, right. And then he attacks me again. But he's in the middle of an attack against me with the evade, so then he attacks me again, right? Because I played the Mind Over Matter. Okay. So ultimately that didn't actually stop him from hitting me, but fine, he's evaded now. I guess, is there any point in doing this? No. I think I'm going to roll that back quickly to say, no, you know what? I already drew the card. That's fine. That's fine. I already drew the card, so he attacks me. Let's do it on MA over here. Okay. Actually, let's see. Did I draw? No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, we'll put it on him. So she's going to spend 1 to play an Imposter Oddity to deal 2 damage to him, defeating him. Use Madame Lebranche to get $1 back. And then she's going to play an Expensive Research for free getting both of these clues because I have a lot of cards in hand. And then we're going to... We didn't actually get... that's a huge bummer. We didn't actually get the Nothing Left to Lose. Anyways, we're going to scoot up to... We'll scoot up to this one. Okay, must connect to connecting non-layer location or take 2 more. Ooh, yuck. Okay. And you know what? That has 2 clues on it. I'm just going to play the other expensive research. Ooh, maybe I don't. Hold on. Is there something interesting I can do to get these off? Not really, right? Because I don't have enough actions left to do anything else. So that's fine. Is there a card in my discard that I'd like to save for next turn? After I've done this? I probably want to keep the weightlessness. I'll be taking 2 direct damage, by the way. I'm not going to be losing all my stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move over and, yeah, we'll just play the other expensive research to get the 2 clues. There. Okay. And then at the end of my turn, discard all but 1 card in my hand. So I'm going to discard this one and this 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 and this. And then after I discard, I'm going to spend a resource to play this to draw 2 cards. Okay, cool. That's fine. Awesome. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So she is done. We both ready and upkeep. Upkeep. At the end of the enemy phase... Oh, yeah, I was supposed to take 2 damage, then discard this. Fine. And then after I resolve a treachery card at my location... can I exhaust him, deal him a horror, and remove the other copy of this from the encounter deck? I think I might do that. I'm not sure if that's actually the correct timing. But I'm going to save it that it is, because that's a dog shit treachery. Yep. I'm going to assume that that was correct. And he would still be ready, because that would have been during, at the start of the enemy phase. Okay. So we place a Doom up here. I'll shuffle that again, just to be double sure that I actually did it correctly. Oh, no. She has to move to to a connecting non-layer location or move to, so I'm actually going to move her back so that we can get rid of this more easily, because she's going to have to discard an asset if I can't use it on her. So he goes at the furthest empty location, so that's probably here. And then he surges. Ah! Alright. And you get interference. Choose and discard 2 cards from your hand, or choose another investigator, and you must choose and discard 2 cards from their hand. So we're going to do that and that. So you're going to... Do I spend 2 resources, or do I discard 2 cards to do this? Oh, no. You know what I do? Without an action, I'm going to go first on her, play a cell phone. Then I'm going to use the action ability here, or discard cell phone if it's near play area, to discard a clue from Other World. And then, if there are no clues on Another World, or when the investigation phase ends, move each investigator at Another World to any revealed location. So we'll move right back there. And then we will double action the immiseration off of her. That's not where that goes. Okay, and that is Shinobu. Hitagi is going to play Nothing Left to Lose. Gaining 5 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drawing 4 cards. And that gets removed from the game. Then she's going to play a weightlessness. 1, 2, 3. And then she is going to... This got discarded. And then she is going to play 1, 2, a cornered. Triggering Madame Labranche for $1. And then she is going to, last action, draw a card. Okay. All ready to keep moving. Upkeep. Upkeep. Feeling pretty happy now, I think. And let's do the next Mythos phase. 3 out of question mark doom. You get an entanglement. Okay, -1 and can't move or spend more than one, or move more than once per round. Test 3, you may spend a charge from that to automatically succeed. Well, we can probably succeed that. And you get Inexorable Fate. Yuck. When you take 1 or more damage, double that damage in horror. 1 or more damage or horror, double the damage in horror. And then discard it. Okay, that's fine. So, let's start with Shinobu. She's going to punch the entanglement off of her. So she is 5-6 against... nope, she's 5-6... 7 against 3. Action 1. The cultist is base shroud value of your location, which is currently 4, so -4, so that beats the 3. So we discard that. And then we're going to move up to the Unknown Worlds. After you end your turn here, test 3. For each point you fail by, choosing to discard a card from your hand. So let's not stay there. We're just going to keep moving. Oh, that has 3 clues on it. I wish this was working. That's okay. It is what it is. We've got enough clues to do this, so we will. I forgot to remove him from the game at the end of the round. And so, yeah, we tested it, we moved, and we'll move one more time up here and hope it's not worse. The Araragi Residence. Same ability as this one, except you have to move again. Or take 2 damage. So that's there. The end of the round. Okay, so she stops there. Okay, cool. So, Hitagi. Let's see about what we're going to do with you. Let's move up. How many clues do I need? Should I check these? Probably. I probably should check them. Let's discard 1. Sorry, pay 1 rather for winging it. We're gonna be investigating here 4 against 1. 4 against 0. Excuse me, for 2 clues. 1, 2. Then this goes back into the deck. We're going to move up again. And then, last action, draw a card. Okay. Upkeep. Upkeep. We both flip at the end of the round. Each investigator must move to a connecting non-layer location or take 2 damage. So, I think we move to the Antichamber. Oh. You cannot enter the Antichamber unless it's connected to the Sengoku Residence. Oh, okay. Well, we have to, like, move back and rotate twice. And we'll probably have to get some more clues. So, that means that we both... Oh, that's interesting. Alright. I like this. At the end of the round, each investigator at the Araragi Residence must move to connecting non-layer locations. They both move here. And I believe we're still in the same timing window of at the end of the round. And so we must move to another connecting non-layer location or take 2 horror. So we'll move there. Okay, cool. That's that. We already did upkeep. 4 doom. Interference. Must choose and discard 2 cards from hand. Let's get rid of a beat cop, because I don't think I need another one. And I want to save a strange spray can, but maybe we'll save the scene of the crime, because you are so set up for clues right now. It's not even funny. And then over here we get the Mercurial Curiosity. Just 2 if you succeed to discard it. When your turn ends, if you did not discover 1 or more clues this turn, take 1 more. Okay. So, that's the turns. We are going to, during your turn, spend 1 clue to shift. So, let's go with her first. We'll spend 1 clue to shift and 1 clue to shift so that everything gets rotated 90 degrees. So I believe I'm just going to do this. Sorry, 180 degrees. Is that correct? Let me be more careful about that. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, just from... You move there, you move there, you move there, you move there. Okay, yeah. No, that was correct. And we move along with it, I believe. Okay, so that was before she does anything else. I do want to get rid of this Mercurial Curiosity. So let's consider how we do that. Let's first move into the Antichamber. Okay. Each undefeated investigators at the Antechamber, they spend the requisite number of clues. Okay, so we all have to be here. I'm at 3 against 2 for this. So let's test this. Let's actually first 1, 2 for a corner. Use Lebranche for $1. And then we'll test this. Discarding a Lebranche for +2. So we're at 5 against 2. And I'll use this to gain another resource because I discarded a card. And then I will call that 5 against 2 as pretty good. That is the printed clue value of your location. So 0. So it passes. Goodbye. And then the last action, we'll just draw an extra card. Okay, mind over matter if that's useful. Shinobu is just going to walk in, right? I believe that's correct. Play the blade. Walk in. Walk in for 1. Draw a card. Okay. Upkeep. And then, at the end of the round, if each undefeated investigator is at the Antechamber, spend the requisite number of clues. That's 4 total to advance. Upon activating the switch, the entire structure of the locations changes, shifting violently and swiftly. Gather the 4 layer locations in play, setting aside the Sengoku Residence, and shuffling the other 3 locations in play back into the Unknown Worlds deck. Discard all clues and encounter cards at those locations. Each investigator loses all their clues. So, the ones that are not the Sengoku Residence get shuffled into this Unknown Worlds deck, right? You then turn your attention to the hidden alcove at the back of the room. It seems that something or someone is there. You cautiously approach it. Open the campaign guide and then proceed to Interlude 4, Denouement. Check the campaign log. If Izuku Gaien is injured, she's not. The lead investigator reads Fate of the Occult Research Leader. Nope. If the above is not true, and the investigators have decided to stop Izuku Gaien's plans, which I have, read Finishing the Job instead. You find Izuku Gaien lying down, blood pouring from the side of her torso. You raise your weapon at her. Toi, she speaks quietly before giving a pained smile. Memioshino looks at you and shakes his head. That's not my senior. She wouldn't have led us all into this just to meet her sister. You search her body for anything useful, finding a strange strip of paper with intricate markings similar to the one that Memioshino found in the forest. In addition, a note hastily scribbled. Someone's memories are buried far down here. Hopefully, someone else finds them and brings them home. The investigator in possession of Talisman Esoteric Power, this one. Searches their hand, discard power and moves within the range of the game campaign, then search the collection for that and add it to the investigator's hand. Okay. Cool. We got that now. If Nadeko Sengoku is in play and at your location, deal 3 per investigator damage to her. Remove talisman from the campaign. This action does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Okay, cool. In your campaign log, record that Izuku Gaien has perished. In your campaign log, record that the investigators killed Izuku Gaien. Each investigator gains 2 additional experience. Ooh, okay. If Izuku Gaien has taken Maoi Hachikuji, find Maoi Hachikuji and place her on top of the ally deck. Remove a tablet from the chaos bag and replace it with an Elder Thing token. Okay, so that sucks. So that tablet gets removed, then I've got an Elder Thing token. And I'll have to remember to do that up here as well. Nope. That was from searching up a game I was interested in earlier. Read the segments of Jagirinawa insert. Then return to Act 1B. Where's that? Segments of Jagirinawa insert. Right here. Right? Then return to Act 1B. That's where I'm currently reading from. Okay. Nadeko Sengoku is possessed by Jagirinawa, a massive serpent-like creature that takes up the space of several locations in play. When a card references the segments of Jagirinawa, it refers to the head of Jagirinawa, the first segment, body of Jagirinawa, the second segment, and tail of Jagirinawa, the third segment. For additional reference, Nadeko Sengoku is considered to be the host of the segments. As the segments are part of Nadeko Sengoku, when you assign damage to any of the segments, move that damage to Nadeko Sengoku. Okay. When Nadeko Sengoku spawns at a lair location, one at a time in order, spawn the head of Jagirinawa at the lair location counterclockwise, followed by the body and then the tail. If any such segment is in the victory display, do not spawn that segment. After she moves to a lair location, one at a time in order, move the head, the body, and the tail if they're in play. Yeah. A maximum of only one enemy with the segment keyword can be at a location. Okay, so she acts like a snake. She'll have each of her pieces. It'll be her, and then this, and then this, and then this. All in a row. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we return to 1B. You then, once this interlude has been resolved, draw 3 cards from the set-aside Unknown Worlds deck, along with the Sengoku Residence, randomly put them into play at the layer circle, unrevealed and adjacent to each non-layer location. Okay, so we do that. 1, 2, 3. This gets shuffled back in, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And those just went back into play awkwardly like that. Okay. Advance to Agenda 1B. Without warning, the ground beneath you violently quakes and moves with much force. Set aside this agenda. Set aside all doom on this agenda and do not discard them. So we have 4 doom on this. The doom is not in play and does not count towards the current agenda. You will be instructed when to use them. If there are no ally cards in the ally deck, skip to Act 2A and advance directly to Act 3A. Do not resolve anything on Act 2B. Flip over Vestibule. Spawn each delegate enemy at the Gate of Yomi. Okay. Yamauba is over there. The Mountain Crone. Sick art. That's disgusting. Love it. She is a hunter. I have to remember that she's a hunter, or else I'll be very sad. Okay, and now we have a new agenda and a new act to read. Shifting locations. The world around you shifts constantly. The sound of twisting and turning of metal can be heard from walls from behind the walls and massive structures all around you in a complex manner. This agenda gets +2 Doom threshold for each segment of Jigiri Nawa in the victory display, including Nedeku Sengoku. When one or more Doom is placed on this agenda, move one Doom set aside onto 1B on this agenda, if able. Oof. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Yuck. Okay, so nothing instructed me to spawn her. I'm just going to do a really quick, like, once over of these to make sure that I didn't miss that. That doesn't tell you to. None of this tells you to. And none of this tells you to. So, I don't know how you spawn her yet. But fine. Hint, this may buy you time. Okay, finding the lost ones. During your turn, spend a clue. You proceed further down into the unknown. The worlds continue to vary in its construction. During your turn, spend one clue. Shift each layer, location clockwise or counterclockwise. At the end of the round, if each undefeated investigator is at the Antichamber, they may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. This may buy you more time. Okay. So I think that this is at 0 and this is at 4, and this is a threshold of 3. So doesn't this go up 1 and then this immediately gets moved onto it? Because this was an end of the round thing, right? So that all happened. Fine. It is currently the end of the round. It is the start of the Mythos phase. This gets a Doom, and then when one more Doom is placed on this agenda, you move a Doom. Move one off the Doom set aside on Agenda 1B onto this agenda. Fable. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Okay. I wonder if I needed to reveal these to get an idea of what I'm actually trying to do here. I'm a little nervous because if I move out, like, this is going to advance no matter what I do, right? Yeah, I don't think I have a way to not have this advance. Anyways, let's think about that after we've drawn our encounter cards. Yataragasu, Ambush Evade, gets +2 evade when resolving it. After he engages, you discard an asset you control. Okay, yeah, fuck you. Let's choose to fight him. We're going to be 5, 6, 7 against 2. We're going to use the Beat Cop to deal damage to him, and then we'll be fighting him 7 against 2. Auto fail, of course. So he pings me for 1 damage, and then I have to discard an asset I control. Fuck that. That sucks. And then discard him. I wish I had held on to this other Beat Cop and discarded the Tetsuo instead. But yeah, let's discard the E-Blade, I guess, since I have another E-Blade in hand and I can probably play it again. Okay, and you get the Tempest Adex Rerum, which goes on the agenda. When it advances, each investigator takes 1 damage and 1 horror. Yeah. So I can test that off pretty reasonably. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. So over here with Hitagi first, presumably, we have to, like, this may buy you time. I wonder if that may buy me time or if this is, like, what I should be doing. That's not 100% clear to me. It's very strange to me that this can get Doom threshold for the segment of this guy, but, like, this is going to advance in 1 turn. It's not really possible for it not to. So I'm a little confused what's going on here. But I guess this is kind of my only clue for what I should be doing. It's the objective, right? So let's go do that. Let's move out here. We are back at the Araragi Residence. 2 clues at it. So we cannot Yeah, we cannot stay here, but we will be able to move at the end of the round. I don't really want to move at the end of the round. I want to get back to the Sengoku Residence, right? Yeah. Okay. One move. We should really test this off. Let's test, what are we at? We're at a 2-2. Yeah, let's test that with a perception. So it'll be 4, 5, 6 against 3. Number of Doom in play. Are these in play? This Doom is not in play. It does not count. Okay, so 2. -2. So that succeeds. I draw a card. And that's gone. Let's investigate here using a winging it. So we're at 4 against 1. I'll put in a resourceful to this test to be 5 against 1. And I'll corner my other winging it to be 7 against 1. And I'll use weightlessness to gain a resource, I guess. Yeah. So 7 against 1. 0. So I get both the clues. This gets shuffled back in. And I do get a thing out of my discard pile, which I will choose to take a fire axe, I think, because I'd really like to not shuffle those away and not get either of them. Okay. I did shuffle the one winging it in. Okay, and then I get the 2 clues. And then last action, we'll just not do anything, I don't think. Not doing anything seems really reasonable. I don't really want to draw or discard a card from my hand at the moment. This seems good to have. This seems good to have. Yeah, and I don't really want to shuffle anytime soon. I don't think you can shuffle winging it back into your deck after you've done that. You need to have 2 cards in there. So I'd like to not do that, so that'll just be the end of her turn. At the end of the round, she'll get a free move. Shinobu is going to move out. She's going to play the Talisman. And she's actually probably just going to move again. And I'm going to move her this way. The North Shira Heavy Shrine, so she's got that again. So much for shuffling it, eh? These are even at the same location. How did I do? I did click the shuffle button on that, right? I'm pretty sure that I did. Okay. And after I end my turn there, I have to test 3. For each point you fail by choosing to discard a card from your hand. That sucks. Well, we may as well commit that. So we'll be at 3, 4, 5 against 3. So 2 up. The skull is the printed clue value of your location. So -3. So I failed by 1. So I have to choose and discard a card from my hand. We'll discard the spray can. Okay, so that's her. Upkeep. At the end of the round, she has to move to a connecting location. Let's get her on the same location as Shinobu, just in case. We don't want that to be too nasty. And then this gets a Doom. And this also moves a Doom. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Okay, so this advances. The unbearable sound of twisting metal grows louder and louder, and you're certain that something is causing it. Abruptly, the gargantuan-scaled being drops into place in the span of several different locations. Search all set-aside cards in the victory display for Nadeko Sengoku and spawn her at the lair location adjacent to the Antichamber. So she spawns right there. Then spawn each segment of Jagira Nawa that is not in the victory display. See segments as to how to spawn each segment. Okay, so counterclockwise. Spawn the head counterclockwise, followed by the body, and then the tail. So it goes head, body, And I forgot about this guy being a hunter, so I think that they just moved there. That was just one turn since she spawned, right? So she's there. Okay. Okay. So that's what occurs. If Deadly Tendril is not in the encounter deck, either set aside or in the encounter discard pile, shuffle it into the encounter deck. It does not shuffle the discard pile, though. Okay, that reset. When the agenda is reset to 2A and Nadeko Sengoku is not defeated, set her aside along with each segment of Jagira Nawa in play. She keeps all her damage tokens. Okay, I see. So this resets the agenda. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. So she's going to be hunting onto us. I'd like to kill her. And I don't really want to stand at a location where I take 2. I'd like 1 and 1. I think for both of my investigators, I'd prefer to take 1 and 1. So we're probably getting out of here and fighting this guy. And I'd probably like to use an imposter oddity last action with Hitagi to make sure that I can deal 2 damage to her guilt-free, not worrying about any of those tokens. And as such, we're going to go with Hitagi first. So, let's action 1. Wait, hold on. No. Not action 1. I still need to do Mythos phase. I still need to finish the Mythos phase. Okay. Perturbing interpretations. Test 4. For each point you fail by, choose to discard a card from your hand. Well, we kind of have to just take that. So we're 4 against 4. We are at the same location as you. Do you have anything you can commit? Yeah, you know what? We'll commit Ugi to be 2 up. -1. Nice. Thanks, Ugi. Ugi. Perturbing interpretations. Fuck. Okay. She is at 3 against 4. That's a bummer. Let's discard. I cracked the case to be 5 against 4. And let's discard. I think failing this is actually just fine, right? Yeah, let me just fail this, actually. Let's not get 5 again. Let's do 3 against 4. I should have used this to make it so that this wasn't in the deck, but that's alright. We'll go 5 against 4. 5 against 4. Sorry, 3 against 4. You may choose and discard a card from your hand, automatically succeed. Alright, let's discard the crack the case and automatically succeed, right? Boom. And then, since I automatically succeed, I'll just take a buck. Because I'm going to be playing some stuff. Neat. Get fucked. Okay, so we'll start with Hitagi. Like trying to do what I was doing a moment ago. I will play a Wingiet from my discard pile for 1 resource. First action. Nope. At a cost of 1 resource. First action. It'll be 4 against 0. For 2 clues. That gets shuffled. And then we will we'll play the Fire Axe, and then we'll move over. And then we will discard the Imposter Oddity, spending a resource to deal 2 damage to this asshole. And I believe he's engaged with me, but that's okay. Yeah. I'm happy with how that went, I think. This is a really nasty enemy. So I've just kind of been reading this quietly in my own head, but 624-4 massive, gains +1 damage and +1 horror for each segment, and then as it takes damage, you're forced to throw these into the victory display. so she necessarily always gets harder. But that's fine. It's just wild. That's crazy. This guy retaliates. The rest of them don't. She doesn't even have retaliate. So anyways, that's oh, I moved into the Sengoku Residence, which oh my god, has 2 clues on it. Nadeko Sengoku is not here, so that's fine. So now it's Shinobu's turn. And what will Shinobu do? Shinobu will move in and take a shot against this guy. So she's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 4. Okay, that is a -0, I believe, technically. And that kills her. 1, 2. We'll use, we'll use this ability on Koyomi to heal the damage off of him, drawing a card. I was kind of hoping that would flip him so that I could get rid of it. So she goes up into the victory display. And, I mean, we may as well start taking attacks against him, right? Oh, I wanted to play the Fumeimonogatari before I did that. Oopsies. It's fine. After you heal him is after you defeat. This is after you defeat. So I'm still in the after you defeat window. I think I will play my glory for 2 cards. Bummer. Play Stand Together for 2 cards. 2 resources. Yes, I know it. That's what they are. And last action. We'll take another shot. We'll take a shot against this guy, I think. So we'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should I do a vicious blow against him? No, we'll do the Inspiring Presence, though. We'll trigger him to deal the damage as well. Okay, so ready him to heal him. And 2 more damage. Okay. Okay. That's her. So, enemy phase. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy attacks us for 1-on-1, right? 1 and 1. Do that. And then 1. Let's get rid of those. And 1. Okay. And then when the enemy phase ends, move her to the lair location clockwise. So we all go boom, 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 boom. I'm at the tail now. We ready? Upkeep. Take a horror. Okay. A doom goes on here. It doesn't have that same ability though, right? Yeah, it doesn't have that same ability. 1 doom out of 10. Oh, Tsuchigomo. After he engages you, search the encounter deck and counter discard pile for a copy of Entanglement. Resolve its revelation. Okay, so let's get the Entanglement back out of here. This just goes on you. Can't move more than once per round. And you get the other Entanglement. Fuck. Okay, so let's start with Shinobu to try and kill this guy, I guess, right? Can I do enough damage to him this turn? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 against 5. And then just... Ooh, a little worried that I don't actually do enough to him. Can I just punch him to death, though? Probably. Maybe. Let's try. So we'll shoot him once with the 45 with the vicious blow committed. So we'll be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 against 5, 11 against 5, 11 against 5, 11 against 5. Hey! Alright, so it hits him for 1, 2 from the 45, and then 1, 2 more from the vicious blow. And then we will shoot him again with the 45, which is 9 against 5. It's still 4 up. The cultist is currently the base shroud value of your location, which is -4, so I succeed, which is 2 more damage. And do I just use the beat cop to defeat him? I think I do. I put the beat cop damage on him, and then I heal Koyomi for a card. Ah, nope. Wrong thing. Okay. And that defeated him, that last damage. After he's defeated, remove all copies of Entanglement and play from the game. Okay. Okay. Last action, let's 1, 2, 3 play this Enchanted Blade. That seems very important to me, personally. So that is you, Shinobu. Over here, what are we going to do? We want to, I think I probably want to do this, but I need, oh no, I don't need any more clues to do that. So we spend 1, 2 clues. What do we do? I can get these clues pretty easily, I think. I would like to kill her so that when we flip this agenda back, when we do the delay thing, it actually gives me more time. But she doesn't have a lot of ways to deal that much damage right now. And she doesn't have a lot of ways to spend her money, which is kind of a bigger bummer. But let's just, oh, how do I do this? Let's discard a Winging It. No, is there another way for me to discard a card? I can discard cards with Cornered. So, is there there's no tests I can take. I could swing it at once with a Fire Axe, discarding the Winging Its for bonus to hit, but like that's just going to deal her 1 damage, and that's not super useful. Once I get to 0, I wonder if there's a way... Is there a way I can get down to 0 money so that I can be swinging at this for 2? Oh, there's definitely a way I can like construct this turn. Oh shit, she was supposed to take 1 extra from each of those, and this was supposed to go away. So that's my bad. Yeah. There's definitely a way for me to do this. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I think it's like attack with Fire Axe, spend $3, discard my Winging Its, or one of them, right? So I'm at 8 against 2, and I'm going to corner a single Winging It, and I'm going to use that to draw a card. Okay, interesting. So I'm at like 10 against 2, which is successful. And then I'm going to investigate with the Winging It for 1, corner a Winging It, and corner the Limitless Stationary. No, corner the Fire Axe. Hold on, let me like put these here nebulously to try and, oh please, let me put them down here. All right. 4 against 4, 4 against 3, 6 against 3, 8 against 3. Yeah, 8 against 3. You rat. Yeah, rat. I guess that's what I'm here for, right? Okay, so let's spend our 2 clues to like rotate the whole circle. So this is kind of what I oh fuck. No, now I gotta fix that. So you rotate, everything rotates, right? Is there a way for me to like rotate this without it like fucking up everything tremendously? Like, can I do this? I'm just gonna try this, and if I'm wrong, oh, look at that! Boom, easy. You're exhausted there, and my clues are upside down now. But we're gonna move up. Is it all? If each undefeated investigators at the Antichamber, they spend a requisite number of clues. Bummer. She does get a tax of opportunity, so that sucks. But that's okay. It's fine. So we're not going to be using that to do that. We're just going to try to investigate again, I guess, with a Mariner's Compass this time? Doesn't have to be. Oh, you know what? No, I wanted to get this last... Oh, excuse me. I wanted to get this last guy defeated, so we'll be 1, 2... Oh, no, we'll play... no, we'll keep the Mind Over Matter for another turn. So we'll spend 2 into this to be at 6 against 2 with the Fire Axe. Use the Madame Branche for that. Could discard the Limitless Stationary to get one of those clues for free. But I think I'd prefer to have the Buck for next turn. So we'll take 6 against 2. -2 for 2 damage. Puts her at 6, so this guy gets defeated. Okay, and then last action, I guess I just draw a card. Okay, no attacks of opportunity. At the end of the enemy phase, rotate, rotate, rotate. Up, keep. 1 out of 10 doom, and we get counter cards. Nekomata. Investigate who likes cats most. Well, it's just going to go on her. Because I think... Oh no, it's ambush anyways. Let's just fight her, I guess. We'll be 5, 6, 7 against 4. Okay, well he hits me for 1 and 1, and then gets shuffled away. So 1 and 1. Shuffled back into the encounter deck. Tenebrous Permutations. Shift each layer location clockwise. Each investigator or layer location must either place one of their clues in their location or take 1 damage. So you're taking an extra damage. Clockwise, right? That's a bummer. I don't really want to take a damage, though. Oh, I just fixed this. Okay. So I could like sit here beating on her, but that seems like pretty brutal. Oh no, I don't have to sit here beating on her. I can do this, right? Oh no, but I need to sit here beating on her first. Yes, I do need to. Okay, because I use this last to deal 6 damage to her suddenly. Okay, that's kind of weird, but fine. Oh, but I don't really want her to just suddenly have a whole ton of extra stuff. I wonder if there's a way I could get her evaded first. I think I'm going to try that. Let's start with Hitagi. She's going to first use a mind over matter and draw a card. To be 6. Oh, of course she gets the oddity. She could evade her with the oddity. Yeah. Let's spend 1 to evade with the oddity, rather than having to test for that. And then we will use the weightlessness to draw a card or gain a resource. Let's gain a resource. We'll just make a bunch of attacks against her. Make 1 attack against her. The 6 from the mind over matter. 8, 10 against 6. I kind of want to check what's in here. I really am kicking myself for not knowing what's in there right now. Let's, oh god, this has +2 Shroud too. Those clues are going to be annoying to get back off of here. I wonder if I shouldn't have done the Limitless. Let's think. Yeah, let's play the Nothing Left to Lose to go up to 5 resources. And a card. Okay, draw a card. And then last action, I'll just... Oh, it's a 6 Shroud location. Yuck. I'll investigate here with Hitagi. Do I have a Winging It in my discard? I do. So let's play the Winging It for 1. We'll discard a Limitless Stationary and play it to get one of the clues back. And we will discard Madame Lebranche. And we will commit a Perception, I think. So we'll be at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 5. Did I already get the clue? I did. And then it was successful, so we draw a card. These all go away, and then that gets shuffled in. That's you. Shinobu. I'm a little nervous just wailing on her. Because, like, I still haven't quite seen the, like, this is how you win part. I'm a little nervous. When the agenda is reset to 2A and Nadeku Sengoku is not defeated, set her aside along with each segment. Okay, so I think that killing her is actually kind of a thing I can do, no problem. But 24 damage is a lot of fucking damage. I'm gonna run out of shit soon. Is she a monster enemy? Nope. Alright, let's start making some attacks. So the E-Blade, we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? We're at 9 against 6. So we'll commit a Ruthlessness to it, because that's pretty good to get rid of. So we'll be 11 against 6. Okay. And then we'll do that to deal 2 extra damage. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 5 and 5. And then we'll attack again. With the Overpower this time. To be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 against her value. Pop that to deal 2 damage. which I believe defeats this one. Well, adds it to the victory display. And I draw a card. And then finally, we'll do one more attack with the Enchanted Blade. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one. We'll expand that to deal 2 more damage. Deal 6, so she's at 14. I only need to deal... She's 24 total health. I only need to get her to 18, and she's at 14. So I only need to deal 4 more damage to her to be pretty happy with... Yeah, pretty happy with where I'm at. So, does the Beat Cop defeat himself to deal damage to her now or later? I think that we keep her where she is. Kind of wish I hadn't gone so ham on that Fire Axe and kept... Maybe I should have done the evade and used the Imposter Oddity for some more damage, but that's okay. And that's her. So... The enemy phase occurs. She doesn't attack because she's exhausted, and then she moves here, and he moves here. And we're going to want to, like, just not have to deal with him, I think. We both ready? We both upkeep. Okay. Whew. 3 out of 10 doom. We get an Obscuring Fog. Bummer. And Treacherous Images. Ugh. Sick art. Treat those, your reveal and skill tests during your turn as auto-fail. Spend a clue to discard it. Wow, fuck that. That sucks ass. I think we kind of have to go for killing her, but I'm probably going to like go get some clues instead. So that I don't have to deal with that like this turn. Shame about the crack the case not getting me $6. I wonder if I should have killed the Beat Cop off so I could play Tetsuo to get guns back. Weapons back, I should say. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna have to spend a clue for that. Because there's no way that we're dealing with that. That's dog shit. There's no way. This guy has Retaliate, so we can't really... we can't really do that. Let's think. I think that Shinobu is actually going to take her turn first. Because she doesn't have a lot going on for her right now. And I want to see what's in here. So Shinobu's going to go first, and she's going to walk right in. Spend 1 clue to heal 1 damage from an investigator at the drawing room. Fuck. Wish she had a clue right now. Could she pick one up? Nah, not really. She's at 3 against 2. That's not great. That's pretty shit odds, actually. She could commit like both Tetsuos and a wild icon like that. Yeah. That's no good. Now I wish Hitagi had gone first, but not a big deal. I think we're gonna play this safeguard and then take a resource. Call that the turn. Whoops. And then Hitagi actually is gonna go in here and is she gonna go in there? Yeah, she may as well stick around. Let's move in here. Let's investigate non-left, right? Investigate 4 against 2. We'll discard that to be 6 against 2, and we'll use the weightlessness. We'll spend 1 to gain a clue for free, and then we'll use the weightlessness to draw a card. I'll shuffle that. And then we will discard the other one. Sure. To be 6 against that. No, 8 against 1. Okay. We will, we will spend a clue to heal damage from an investigator. So we'll spend 1 clue to heal 1 damage off of him, triggering that to draw our card. Okay. Let's draw a card. And let's draw a card. Ah, fuck. Okay, he ambushes me. Of course. We'll put an overpower into this. Kind of need overpower to hit her a couple more times. But not taking 1-on-1 would be kind of nice. I think she's just going to do an evade to be 0 up and fail, placing a doom, right? Yep. Yep. Placing a doom, and then he hits her for 1-on-1. And then the enemy phase occurs. He hits her for 1-on-1. And then these guys rotate. Upkeep. 5 out of 10 doom. And we see shift each layer location clockwise. So let's see. Okay. Each investigator or layer location must either take place their clues or other location or deal with damage. So we're not at the layer location, so that's kind of nice. And an inexorable fate. Okay. Bit of a bummer on that, because she's kind of quite low. So we're just going to immediately spend a clue to heal her another damage. Now she's going to spend 1 for her mind over matter to draw a card and get a bonus to her attack. And then, ooh, wait, yeah, I think I fucked that up because now she has to spend all of her money to kill this guy, anyways. So I didn't need to spend that. Yeah, let's not do that actually. No, wait, no, hold on. Yes, no, I had to because I was at 6. Okay. That's fine. Or I was at 4, I mean to say. So we'll 1, 2, 3 to do a big attack against him, big walloping attack. We're at like 6, and then 6 more is 12 against 2, which defeats him. We'll let's think. We'll get this last clue, right? We'll put in a look what I found to this test to be 4 against 2. Sorry, 6 against 2. We'll play one of these to hand her $2. Play both of them to hand her $2? Don't think so. And then we'll scoot out into this, which is the Noetsu Private Eye Classroom. It's got 2 clues on it, I believe, is what that said. After you successfully investigate here, by 3 or more, take one of the set-aside doom on it and flip it to its clue side and take control of it. Oh, cool. Neato. And last action, well, you know what? Take a draw. Let's use Madame for $1. That'll be her. Shinobu is going to be really sad when she top decks Princess Beauty next turn, but she's going to walk out. She's going to be incredibly sad. Oh, she should have used the safeguard. Yeah, okay. We used the safeguard. She's going to 1, 2, 3, 4 play this Kokowatari over her weapons. And then take 2 resources and hope to God that this is okay. We ready? We upkeep. Oh, thank God. You move there, you move there. 6 out of 10 doom. Gross. Okay. If an effect causes you to discard 1 or more cards from your hand, take a horror. Yuck. I gotta get rid of that really quick. Okay. So I think Shinobu just tries to kill her. Which she's going to have to do. Okay. So, you spend a clue to get rid of the treacherous images, and then you're going to be making a bunch of attacks. So, when you initiate this ability, you may exhaust it to have it deal +1 damage. So I need +1 damage. If this attack defeats a monster, you may ready it. After the attack resolves, you may take 1 damage to ready it. Okay. So, I'm attacking for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Against 6. Okay. So that hits for 2 damage. And I will draw a card from Overpower. Oh, right, I shouldn't have done that. And I will take a damage on Koyomi to ready this. I will attack with Kokowatari again. Same deal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have the Live and Learn. She doesn't have Retaliate. I do have a lot of -4s right now. So let's put these where they actually are. Yeah, I think I do need to get to 4, because that's a lot of stuff at 4. So let's commit one of our Live and Learns. No, let's commit the Yume Watari for a wild icon. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 6. Oh, auto fail. Okay, well that's why we kept the Live and Learn. So I'll be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for 2 damage. Now that she's at 18, which by the way defeats him. Last action, I will use the Talisman to deal 6 damage to her, removing the Talisman from the campaign, defeating her. Okay. I don't know if I need to advance this or not, but I probably do. That was Shinobu. Hitagi is going to take a damage to discard this. And then she is going to investigate here, I believe. She's going to do a normal investigate with the sharp vision. V4. 5, 6, 7. 1 corner for 8, 9. And a look what I found for 10, 11. Against 3. And I guess we'll use the weightlessness to draw a card. +1. So we get both clues. And we definitely succeeded by 3 or more. So we grab one of these as a clue as well. And then we will move to the Sengoku Residence. We'll use Safeguard to come with her. And then we will spend 1, 2 clues to rotate everything. Actually, we'll spend 1 clue to rotate everything once. Right? And then we'll save it for later if we need it. Just in case there's another one of those ones that rotates them for free. Oh yeah, she took an extra damage from the Inexorable Fate. Let's actually just kill off Madame. That one. Okay. That's them. Upkeep phase. Really lucky to have not seen Princess Beauty this game. Let's just fix these really quick. I think we're getting pretty close to done, but we'll see. 7 out of 10. Another world. I was supposed to get a clue on them. What are you doing? Okay. Tempest, eat X-ray room. Fuck, I need to get rid of that, don't I? Interesting. Okay, so she's going to spend a clue to rotate everything again. And then she's going to walk in. And then she's going to... I think she's going to pass the rest of her turn. I don't really want to draw an improvisation. Actually, let's draw with that once. And then take a resource, and then play Oogie. Get some extra soak going on here. That's her. Over here on Shinobu, we will choose and discard cards from my hand or discard cell phone. That's in my play area. So let's choose and discard 2 cards from hand. Discard a Perseverance and a Tetsuo to discard this clue. Yeah, discard the clue. Shoving us off into the Antichamber. Oh, okay, fine. We will want to play the Hollowed Mirror, putting one of those into our hand, and putting the other ones into the deck. And then we'll play the Soothing Melody to heal 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then we will draw a card from him, and then draw a card from the Soothing Melody. Okay. That's her. This is an end of round effect. So, upkeep. Upkeep. Did I forget to shuffle those? No, they weren't in the wrong order. And at the end of the round, we will advance by spending 2 clues. Choose an investigator to draw the top card of the ally deck and add it to their hand if able. This card is earned and does not count towards their deck size. This will get drawn by her, I guess. Ooh, maybe I do put it in her. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in her and buy her a charisma next scenario. Okay. This card is earned does not. Perform the following. Move all Doom into play onto Agenda 1B. If 3A is in play, reset the 2A. I have no idea what happens to this. I'm going to assume this gets discarded because I did not advance that agenda and it is no longer the one that's active. So this is either connected to that one. This is either like here still, or it's just gone. It's definitely not on 2. So I'm going to assume it's gone, and I'm going to hope that it's just not going to be relevant. Resolving the forced effect. What does the forced effect say? When the agenda is reset to 2A, and she's not defeated, set her aside along with each... Okay, so she is defeated, so I don't do that. So this just goes here. So this has a huge doom threshold now. Okay, cool. This has a doom threshold of 11. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. 11. Okay. Shuffle each non-weakness enemy at a layer location in the encounter deck. Gather the 4 layer locations in play and set them aside. Draw 3 cards from the Unknown Worlds deck along with the Sengoku Residence. Okay, so the Sengoku Residence is right here. I believe this goes away as well. Okay. One, 2, 3. We shuffle those. Put them back into play. If there are still cards in the ally deck, reset to Act 2A. Otherwise, proceed to Act 3A. Okay. Descent of the Jagirinawa. You have found all the ones that needed saving. Now you just have to find the gate. During your turn, spend 1 clue. Shift each layer location clockwise or counterclockwise. At the end of the round, if each undefeated investigator is the Antichamber, they may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Hint: the scenario will not end, but this will buy you more time. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, R1. Cool. Okay. So I just need to resign, which I know is here. So I need to get to the Gate of Yomi through the Sengoku Residence. Okay. That was the end of the round effect. All this doom is here. 1 doom ticks up, and I place an additional one. And then we each draw an encounter card. So that does nothing, because they're defeated. The Nekomata. So we do a fight against him. We were at 5, 6, 7 against 3, 4. Okay, so that hits him for 1. Then you draw the Portentous Signs. After an effect causes you to discard 1 or more cards from your hand, take 1 horror. Did this guy go to my hand? I want to just double check that. Yeah, okay, and that also got added to her deck. The talisman is now gone, but we do have Maoi. Oof. Hachikuji. Okay, there we go. And you've got the Portentous Signs. Okay, so you need to defeat him. He is a monster, so I can ready after attacking. Oh, no. It's only if you defeat him. Okay. So let's defeat him with the beat, or let's do 2 damage to him with the beat cop, which will defeat the beat cop. Or do 1 damage to him with the beat cop, which will defeat the beat cop. We'll attack with the Kokowatari. Exhaust it to deal bonus damage, and if it defeats the monster, you may ready it. 5, 6, 7, 8 against 2. -2, I believe, which defeats him, readying the Kokowatari. And healing us 1. I'll heal Koyomi and draw a card off of him. Still nothing. And then I will play a bunch of soothing melodies on her. So 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Flip Koyomi. And then another soothing melody. Let's heal 1 off him, and then 2, 2, 3. And draw another card. Oh, Vicious Blow. Nice. Okay. So, we'll move out of there, triggering Safeguard to come with us. The Noetsu Private High School classroom. Okay, that's the same one as before. So I can slow down. Well, no, it's not slowing down the Doom track. It's just mucking about with it. Do I need more clues? Not really. We just need to keep moving to find the correct... What's it called again? The Sengoku Residence. But I mean, is there any harm in getting some extra clues? I do need to get rid of this, so I'm going to get rid of that by taking a damage. Is it a damage or a horror? It is a damage. Okay. Let's think. Yeah, I think we just move again. The train concourse. It is 2 per investigators. Vast and uninhabited. Spend 1 clue to move to any lair location. Cool. Should I do that right now? I don't think so. We'll just draw it. Whoops. We'll just draw an extra card. Okay, so that's them. Upkeep and upkeep. You need to discard some cards. We're going to discard the Persevere. I don't think I'm going to need 2 of these for the rest of the game. So that should be fine. And you drew a Resourceful. Neat. Okay, so 1, 2 Doom goes into play. 4 out of 11. And you get the Never's Permutations. We shift and we have to drop or take a damage. So you're going to be taking a damage. And these all shift. So let's do these ones first because they're easier. And then we'll do this. And you get the Nekomata, which you're going to try to evade, obviously. We're going to commit Oogie and a Resourceful to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 2. Nice. So he's evaded at my location. And I get to return a card from my discard pile to my hand. Let's grab the... Foster Oddity. It's going to be useful to have. Okay. Right. So, let's spend a clue to move here. Yeah, there's the Sengoku Residence. So we do need to get some clues off that, and she needs to make it over. And then we need to move it over 1 time. And that's doable. What I'm going to do is spend 1 clue to rotate the board this way, right? Clockwise or counterclockwise, okay? You're going to move there. 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 And we're going to fix that there. And then, do you need to get clues off of here? Unless it is connected. No. So move there. She can resign, can't she? Move, move, move. Then she'd need to resign the next turn. I think that's safe enough. That seems safe enough. I'm happy with that, I think. Yeah. So she's going to resign. And then it'll go to Shinobu's turn. She's going to move, move, move. Actually, you know what's kind of cute? Let's dial this back a little bit. She's standing right there, right? Yeah, I much prefer this. Let's do this instead. She's going to investigate with her Mariner's Compass, and she's going to commit a perception and discard. Sorry. Let's try this again. Try this again. Investigate with the Mariner's Compass. Cornered this contemplation. paying a buck to play it for 2 cards. And then weightlessness to get a buck back. So that's +2. So we're at 6. 7, 8. And then discard the strange break into the other cornered for 9, 10. And then -2 to be at 12 or something against 4. Okay, so we get both the clues. And a card for perception. It's funny. Then I move. And then I resign. Okay. Oh, no. Sorry. Before I move and resign, I spend both the clues to rotate the board twice so that she's down here. Right? Yeah. Like that-ish. Approximately. Oh, no, but I can't do that because she needs to be at the Sengoku Residence. Oh, I thought I was being so clever. Oh, that's stupid. All right. Yeah. So that doesn't happen. The Sengoku Residence stays down here. Right? Yeah. All I actually did... I can't believe I just wasted that much time. All I actually did was make it so that there's 2 clues here. Now. When she resigns. Whoopsies. All right, so move. Yeah, okay. And then she ends her turn like she did the whole time. This guy was exhausted because. Oh no, was he? Oh man, I fucked up the board state a bit, but oh yeah, no, he was exhausted from the ambush. Okay, so then upkeep. She's just gonna get rid of Glory, I guess, and then she just needs to survive 1 more turn worth of encounter cards. It's the last one, and it is a Hitagi 0. So she's just gonna attack him. 5 -3 +1. So hilariously, she does hit him, but she still has to discard an asset. Safeguard. And then he gets discarded. And then technically that would be incorrect because I think it would have to be that. And then she resigns first action. Awesome. Okay, cool. So if each undefeated investigator is resigned, R1. As you approach the gate cautiously, a low hum starts to emit from it. Your head starts to spin as the hum echoes throughout your mind. Without warning, your vision goes black. Check the ally deck. None of them have perished or disappeared. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. 10's pretty good. I'm happy with 10. So we're going to have 13 XP going into the final scenario. Because I had 1 remaining, and then was it the Interlude that gave me 2 XP? Right? Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 13 XP. Cool. That was a neat scenario. I was a little lost because I didn't quite understand that I could have just left once I defeated him. Like, I think technically it would have been easier for me to leave without delaying it a time, but I did get to add Maoi Hachikuji to my deck. So it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Bit of a long one again, but that was a bit less I feel like it was a bit less fraught, and it took the time I needed. So, appreciate you staying to the end, and I will see you in the final scenario. What's it called again? It is called Zenmetsu Monogatari. There we go. We got it. All right. Ciao.